And good afternoon to you. Welcome to high school basketball action live on Central Illinois Sports on YouTube and also on Mixler.com from the 73rd Annual Macomb Western Holiday Boys Basketball Tournament. Here on the final day of this 2018 version of the tournament and a championship bracket semifinal as the Camp Point Central Panthers, 8-3, take on the Eureka Hornets. Good afternoon to you. I'm Charlie Hull. Jack is alongside as well. The Panthers looking to get into the championship game of this tournament. After being an unranked team, the winner will play the number 1 seed, West Hancock, who just got done beating Monmouth Roseville 46-42 in a quality matchup there. A tall task, pun fully intended though, against this Eureka Hornet squad. When you take a look at their best player, the 6'8 senior Keegan Zimmerman, who really does it all for them. He can take it inside, he can shoot it from the outside, and has a good mid-range game. He's a tough matchup for the Panthers, but the Panthers are hoping to be able to lock down the Hornets on defense, something that not many teams have been able to do to this point, especially in this tournament, as Illini Bluffs and Illini West both gave up plenty of points to this Eureka Hornet squad. Eureka well coached, Tim Meese, their head coach, and he's got over 600 wins in his career, including 500 plus at Eureka for a little bit, and are looking to have a season that is a little more like he's used to for his team. And it's pretty interesting. You take a look at their style. They were used to a team that really scored in the 50s, Jack, but all of a sudden he's got some offensive weapons this year. Coach Meese is not afraid to kind of open up the offense, and they've been able to put up points in bunches.
Well, the big boy in the middle in Keegan Zimmerman is really impressive. He's got a lot of nice post moves, but he's really complimented by other people. And their guard play yesterday when we watched them play was just phenomenal. They jumped out to about a 14-15-0 lead in that game and just ran away with it. Camp Point Central on the other side can't have the same start they had last night where they only scored 9 in the first half because they could fall behind by a lot. But the Panthers aren't used to letting people score in the 70s and 80s, and so they'll be looking to do that. In fact, the two teams that just played, the Panthers held each one of them to 31 points in the last 10 days.
That, of course, West Hancock and Monmouth Roseville. Central has a win over both of those squads, and so they would like to have an opportunity to beat West Hancock again. And I'm sure West Hancock wouldn't mind seeing Central again to try to pick up that victory in the championship game that will be played at 9:30 this evening. Glad you're alongside of the broadcast this afternoon on Central Illinois Sports. We encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube page. That way you can be notified every time we go live with a broadcast around the area with Central Illinois Sports. The Winchester Tournament starts 1 week from today at the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium, and we'll be there to bring you the broadcast here on the video and also on Mixler.com. That's MIXLR.com. Download the app and subscribe to Central Illinois Sports there as well, and you'll be able to listen to the games just in case you happen to be driving or something down the road. Probably shouldn't try to watch the YouTube in that situation. A break here. We'll talk more about the matchup as Camp Point Central and Eureka go head-to-head. Back with you after this.
At Country Financial, we know everyone's situation is unique, and we believe that even the biggest goals start with simple steps. So when it comes to protecting the things you love and planning for the future, don't get overwhelmed. Get started today with John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent in Camp Point, Illinois. That's John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent. Call 217-593-6819. John Hibbert, Country Financial, 217-593-6819. When you or your family are feeling under the weather, you can count on Illini Express in Pittsfield. Illini Express is a walk-in clinic located on the south side of the Pittsfield Square and is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. $75 is the charge and can be billed to your insurance. Children must be at least 18 months old. Illini Express opens 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday and on major holidays 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Illini Express, a partner of Illini Community Hospital in Pittsfield. In farming, there are many important decisions that must be made in order to get the most profitability out of your investment. No decision is more important than selecting the best seed for your fields. Jansen Seed and Service in Golden is the place to go for all your channel seed needs. Doug Jansen has over 30 years experience as an independent seed dealer. Giving him the knowledge to select the right seed for your field, contact Jansen Seed and Services today, 217-696-4658 or 430-2865.
Welcome back to the broadcast on Central Illinois Sports. The Panthers and the Eureka Hornets matching up in this championship bracket semifinal. Jack, second year in a row, the Panthers have played into the semis of this tournament. Last year, they played a pretty good contest in their semifinal game, and then Alina Bluffs kind of blew them out in the third and fourth place game, so Central trying to take it one step further this year.
And the Panthers are a team that in that last game saw Lane Ippinson hurt his knee, and he didn't see any action the rest of the season, I don't believe. He'd already been missing another young man. I'm trying to think of
Reed Gibbons,
who been hurt in football too. But Panthers seem to be at full strength right now. And something kind of unusual for them, Matt Long is in the house to watch his son play as his squad got beat last night. He said they just didn't play too well, but Matt didn't get to see the kids play in a tournament action here very often, so that's kind of nice. But it's important for that guard play of the four guys that rotate in and out to take good care of the ball against a very strong Eureka team.
So a Eureka team that also had a pretty successful football season. They made it to the second round of the playoffs in Class 3A. Of course, the Panthers, a well-documented success in football this year, making it to the championship game on the 1A side. So lots of good athletes on both sides of things in the matchup today. For Camp Point Central, as you talked about, it kind of starts with Lane Ippinson. If they can get him going early, it opens things up on the outside for Vance and for Long to be able to shoot it from out there. And if they're not, the Panthers, as we saw in the first half yesterday, really can struggle to score.
They really can, and they're just a team that cannot let the other team get too far ahead of them. They're going to have trouble kind of catching up in that situation. This Eureka squad has been the best-looking team so far, but you never know what the matchups look like against other people. Honestly, today, Abington said, well, if we started the tournament over, we think we could play in that situation. Jacksonville must have played pretty well today. It was really interesting to watch West Hancock kind of finish the business against Monmouth Roseville. When it looked like they were in trouble, Hamill got a big steal, and they just seem to do the little things, and it'll be the team that does the little things right today that'll go away with a chance to play at 9:30 in the championship tonight. It's a late one, but everybody that makes it to the championship game doesn't care what time they're going to get to play. They just want to be in that game. It's a very prestigious thing to win this tournament. Reno Pinkston had never won it until last year, and a chance to go back-to-back now. Eureka and Central would like to do something about that.
Not a lot of teams have won this tournament back-to-back years. It has happened, but not a ton of times in tournament history, and it's been a while, I would say, since somebody won it back-to-back. Did Rockridge win it back-to-back, what?
Back-to-back-to-back.
3 years in a row?
13, 14, and 15 before Pittsfield knocked them off in the second round in 2016 when Thomas Hull dunked like 4 times, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't remember that happening quite that way. I also don't remember Rockridge winning it 3 years in a row like that, just like you didn't remember going over to Brophy Hall.
Yeah, well, there's a difference. I didn't go to Brophy Hall.
Neither did we, or the Sakis this morning. The Panthers, if you were a person who'd only watched this tournament, Jack, you'd say Camp Point's a big underdog in this game, and they'd be a big underdog against West Hancock if they were able to win this game. But that's not true. This is the Panther team that isn't flashy by any stretch of the imagination, but the style of defense and the toughness they put out there, and like I've pointed out in the past, I think a lot of that comes from the demeanor of their head coach and James Barnett.
Well, James just doesn't get excited. I said to the officiating crew that are working this game before it started, I said, it's going to be a pleasure for you today because you're going to be working with 2 coaches that are going to be concentrating on coaching the basketball game and not really worrying a whole lot about what you're doing. And James Barnett is kind of the young version of Tim Meese in getting focused on what he's getting paid to do, and that's coach kids and build them up.
Let's take a break here on Central Illinois Sports. The Panthers and the Hornets matching up in the semifinal game. Winner plays West Hancock tonight at 9:30. A break here. Back more to talk about the matchup after this.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is an international and local organization that provides support for our athletes and coaches in the area. Small groups called huddles meet regularly in our schools and communities to build strong relationships. Todd Sweatman is our area director for Western Illinois. Todd is a longtime educator and coach and also serves as the chaplain at McMurray College. Julie Ross, area rep, is working with Adams and Brown County schools to support coaches and athletes. Jack Hull, longtime radio broadcaster and sports official, is serving with Julie and Todd throughout the Western Illinois region. We need your support as boosters. first in prayer and also with your financial monthly support. You can help us strengthen the huddles in your schools. Contact us at westernilfca.org to find out more and get our contact information. Won't you join us in lifting Jesus Christ up in our schools, athletes, coaches, and communities? Go to westernilfca.org or email me at jhull@fca.org. Get involved in FCA for your youth today. Press Yours on You is celebrating 13 years as your source for school spirit wear. They can personalize varsity jackets, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, duffel bags, flags, and more. Show your school pride with a bumper sticker or window decal from Press Yours on You. Visit their online store at www.pressyoursonyou.com or visit them on Facebook. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Call 593-6031. Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwesterngrain.com.
Welcome back on Central Illinois Sports. Charlie Hull, Jack Hull with you here today. John's running the camera for you alongside as well.
Tim's pushing the buttons.
That's right. Lots of things going on here as we're high atop the Leroy A. Ufkus Court at Western Hall on the campus of Western Illinois University. Decent crowd on hand here on this Saturday afternoon. And more fans will be coming in the afternoon session. 5 o'clock game will be the Consolation Championship. Macomb will play against Abington Avon. The 5th and 6th place game is Jacksonville and Farmington.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Monmouth Roseville will play in the 3rd and 4th place game against the loser of this game at 8 o'clock. And then the championship game will be at 9:30 this evening. And West Hancock has punched their ticket into play there. Both teams finishing up some of their warm-ups. The Panther squad is the visiting team here this afternoon. And have they been the visitors throughout the tournament so far?
The Panthers? I don't know.
You
want me to look and see, huh?
Thought they had been. I don't remember them wearing the white uniforms.
Bottom.
They'd be wearing the darks all the way through if they make it to the championship game. And even if they don't, they would be wearing the dark uniforms. Can I borrow a pencil from you just very quickly, Jack? Thank you very much. As we'll meet the starting lineups for both of these teams here in just a moment. The Central Panthers are 8-3. James Barnett is their head coach. And their lineup this afternoon looks like this. At a guard, he is a 5'8 senior, Jalen Vance. At another guard spot is the 5'11 senior Cole Williams, and at the third guard is the 5'11 senior Eric Jones. At a forward, a 6'2" senior Hayden Nyson, and at the other four, the 6'3 senior Lane Ippenson. Ippenson, Nyson, Jones, Williams, and Vance for the Central Panthers. For the Eureka Hornets, Tim Meese, their head coach, their lineup this afternoon looks like this. At a guard, he's a 5'11 senior Brady Creel. At another guard spot, he is a 5'10 sophomore, Max Martin. At a forward, a 6'8" senior, Keegan Zimmerman. At another forward, he is a 6'2" senior, that is Alex Britton. And at the third forward is the 6'2" senior, Adam Anderson. Anderson, Britton, Zimmerman, Martin, and Creel for the Eureka Hornets. Hornets are in the home whites with the green numbers and black trim. The Panthers are in the black uniforms with the old gold numbers and white trim here this afternoon. Glad you're alongside for this semifinal matchup of the 73rd annual Macomb Western Holiday Boys Basketball Tournament on Central Illinois Sports. Keegan Zimmerman jumps for Eureka in the center circle against Hayden Nyson of Camp Point Central. Our referees are ready to go.
Eureka looks like they got a big man there trying to tip and get a play early.
Just in case, right? The tip is up and it is controlled by, I'm not really sure he could control the ball as Keegan Zimmerman ended up controlling it, who jumped for the tip. Here's a three-point shot on the way right side by Anderson, no good. Rebound run down, though, by Martin. Good hustle on the offensive rebound, and then a foul called on Jones 13 seconds into the game.
Jones picks up his first, team first. I got an intentional foul behind me a minute ago, I think.
Did you?
Yeah, got a knee to the rib cage.
Ouch. Ball out of bounds on the baseline. Inbounds comes into Creel left side. He'll fire a three. It's off the mark. Rebound again on the offensive side to Martin. And again, he's fouled on the floor.
Martin, 2 offensive boards, and is that on Nyson or?
Williams.
Nope, it's on Cole Williams, so 2 of the guards have fouls already. Cole yesterday, every time he'd breathe, they'd call a foul.
Inbounds pass comes into Anderson. Down low to Martin. Martin spins and travels. Turnover on Eureka is their first of the afternoon. Panther basketball on the attack here for the first time today, but drew 2 fouls against the Panthers, did Eureka on that first trip. Williams with it across the half-court line to Hayden Nyson. Look at a free throw line extended to Ippenson. Was looking backdoor, wasn't open. Turns and faces. Now puts it on the deck one time. Kicks it back out. Williams. Williams no look pass to Jones left wing. Hornets are playing a man-to-man, but it's a loose man in the lane. 3 men at all times. Here's Williams with the basketball, with Creel coming out to guard him hard. 7:11 to play first quarter. No score here in the early going. Top of the key, Jalen Vance with the ball. Left side, Williams. Williams will put it on the deck one time. Fire a three. Good from downtown. Cole Williams tickles the twine from 19-9, and it's a 3-0 advantage for Central. Creel into the front court. Works it out top to Martin. Martin left side, Anderson. Works it down on the block to Zimmerman. Turnaround shot from there is too hard. Rebound tipped out and run down by Anderson. Top of the key, Zimmerman for a three, trying to answer, no good. Rebound loose. It will be saved and bounced by Britt and off of Williams, and it will remain Eureka basketball.
3 offensive boards plus that tip, and that means they're controlling things and keeping it on their end. Panthers are going to have to box out more, but the three-point shot makes it tough to get that rebound.
Eureka hustles after the rebounds, too. There's 5 white jerseys going after those boards when that shot goes up. Max Martin has the dribble. Gives it off to Zimmerman. Now right side, Creel. Goes on the baseline, Britton. Looking back out to Creel. Good look. 3-ball on the way is good. And this game is tied at 3 points apiece. 6:18 to play in the first. Across the half-court line comes Williams. Out front, Nyson. Over on the left wing now, Vance. Top of the key to Jones. Turns down the tray. Reverses the ball right side to Williams. Looking in the paint. Now to Ippenson. Out front, back to Vance. Vance will put it on the deck one time to Nyson. Right wing Williams. 6 minutes to play first quarter, and a game knotted at 3 points apiece. Here's Williams, who has the three-pointer for the Panthers today, to Jones. Ippenson, now Williams right side. Works up Ippenson screen. Little pick and roll action. Kicks out Jones. Left wing three. On the way, no good. Rebound. Ippenson grabs the board on the offensive glass. Back out Vance. Vance will fake the three. Now he'll dish it down on the baseline to Ippenson. Wants to go at the man Britton. Turnaround shot, no good. Fouled, though, by Anderson. And 2 shots for Lane Ippenson.
Anderson's first, team first. Free throws for the Panthers. Ippenson looks for his first 2. Tries to break the tie. No lead change if he does. 5:35 left first quarter. 3-3 in this one on Central Illinois Sports on the Trash Queen scoreboard. First one up by Ippenson. He gives his team the lead back. And Lane, who I think will be an all-tournament pick, gets his first, and it's a 4-3 game. He'll get the second. It's up, in, out, won't fall. Rebound comes off to Britton on the other side, his first.
Britton brings down the board, 4-3 score. Central on top. Here's the ball. Dribble, runs it down, gets it to Creel, right side. To Martin. As the Panthers have switched into a zone. Down on the baseline, they go to Britton. Had trouble with the catch. Open in the corner. Throws it back out front. Anderson. 5:13 to play in the first. Ball picked out of the air by Vance. Steal, the second turnover of the game by Eureka, and Central on the attack. Vance runs the point. Gives it off to Williams. Williams drives the lane. Kicks it out Jones. Deep wing right side. Now bounce pass top of the key to Ippenson. Ippenson patient with the ball. Doesn't mind having the ball in his hands out front. Right side, Nyson. Just not going to shoot it a ton out there is Ippenson.
And they're not going to guard Nyson out there at all.
No. Handoff goes to Vance on the right wing now at the 4:43 mark of the first quarter. Central is methodical in what they do. Working it down low, Nyson. Nyson turnaround shot up and over the man, no good. And the rebound secured by Anderson. Outlet pass goes to Zimmerman, who can handle the rock, the 6'8 man. They swing it around to Creel. Down on the baseline, Britton attacks down low, runs over the man. A lot of contact, no call. Missed it, got his own tip up. No, Zimmerman got the tip up and in. He's got his first two and makes it a 5-4 score. Eureka on top for the first time with 4:13 to play in the first. Williams takes it across for Central, trying to answer. A low-scoring game, much more in the likeness of Camp Point Central scores than it has been Eureka so far in this tournament. Here's Williams, ball blocked by Creel. Then he came down awkwardly. He picked that ball out of the air and then fell straight to the court, and he is down and injured. The trainer will come out and take a look at him. It was a tremendous steal, but the way he came down with the ball in both hands, he didn't have anything to break his fall, and he was way up there when he hit the court.
I think actually you got to call it a block shot because Williams was going up to shoot the ball, and he just kind of grabbed it away from him, did he not?
I thought he just picked off a pass, but it could have been a shot. But
Williams
way,
had it, and he kind of faked and then went up to shoot the ball.
Either way, it was a tremendously athletic play by Creel, but he then hit the court forcefully.
And the left knee and leg looks like he's having a lot of problems with it to me.
3:56 to play in the first. It is a 5-4 lead for Eureka on top of Camp Point Central. They'll get him up, and he is not putting any weight on that left foot right now. That's a big loss for Eureka. They'll bring Austin Davis into the game, a 5'10 senior, as they'll take a look at the ankle of Creel on the bench for the Hornets. There was no foul on the play. Really, the most amazing thing is he was able to not travel when he went to the court with the ball in his hands. 3:48 to play in the first. But Britton with the ball, works it left side to Anderson, down to the block, Zimmerman, and back out on the wing. They'll swing it around on the right side. The new man now is Davis with it. Baseline Britton. Works it to Anderson. From 15 is off the mark. Rebound tipped out. And another offensive rebound for Eureka. Driving into the lane is Martin. Had the ball knocked away. Vance will run it down. His second steal of the afternoon and the third turnover by Eureka. 3:22 to play in the first. Panthers trail by a point, but on the prowl here.
Vance has been quick with the hands twice.
Long checked in on the dead ball as Jones took a chair. Vance turns down the three, gives it to Bryce Long on the right wing. Between the circles, Williams. Over on the left side, Nyson, now Vance. Around the perimeter and now baseline to Ippinson. Quick first step and up for two. On the reverse layup for Lane Ippinson. Second lead change of the day. Ippinson at the pair of baskets. And with just under 3 minutes to play in the first, it's a 6-5 advantage for Central. The other way, a three-point shot up and good by Adam Anderson. Good ball movement by the Hornets. And another lead change. It's now 8-6 Eureka. Moving the ball around gets you open shots. No secret there. Top of the key, Nyson, right side, Williams now for Camp Point Central. Penetrates, dishes left side long. Fires a three, trying the answer. Goes begging this time, and the rebound is tipped and secured by Davis. Davis pushes into the front court. Zimmerman three on the pull-up, no good. Offensive rebound, put back good by Matt Martin. And how many second chance opportunities is Central going to allow Eureka to have today?
Martin, 3 offensive rebounds already.
And he is only 5'10". Biggest lead of the game right now for Eureka, this 4-point spread with 2:05 to play in the first. Ippinson to Williams, right wing, out top long. Good look, three ball on the way, short. He's not had his shot in this tournament. In the front court with it now is Martin. Drives the lane, dishes back out. Anderson on the wing, turns down the three to Martin. Wide open tray, no good. Over the back, on the rebound is Austin Davis.
Davis will pick up the foul. That will be his first. Team second. That time, Vance not very big, but he cleared a little space and had some room to get the rebound.
Here's Hughes. On the other side of things, we see into the contest Kobe Blunier. He's a 5'10 sophomore. 1:45 to play in this first. 10-6, the advantage for Eureka. Williams with the ball into the front court, hands it off to Vance. Top of the key long to Williams. They get it into Ippinson. Backdoor pass wasn't open, but he got it in there somehow. To Vance, tried to clear it off to Hughes on the reach around. He wasn't ready. And a turnover by the Panthers is their first of the day.
I think that's Blunier, is it not?
And you don't think he's French, Blunier?
I don't know. Could be. Blunier. Could be, maybe.
1:28 to play in the first. 10-6 advantage for Eureka. Trying to build on what is their largest advantage of the day. Left side, Blunier. He'll work it between the circles to Davis. Back to Blunier. He'll try the drive in to Britton on the baseline. He'll be patient with the ball. In the corner to Blunier. Out front, Heffron into the game for the first time. Here's a turnaround shot by Blunier. Up and good. And it's 12-6 Eureka with a minute to play in this first.
6-0 run for Eureka here with a minute left. 12-6 the lead.
Ippinson the basketball for the Panthers. Works it left side, Vance. Top of the key long. Turns down the three to Williams on the wing right side. He'll look out front to Hughes. Panthers passing it around the perimeter. Gets a pick from Hughes, does Vance. In the corner, Williams. Quick step down on the baseline. Around to Hughes. Shot from 6 is short. And the rebound pulled in by Blunier. He'll turn and take it into the front court. 35 seconds to play in the first. A 6-point lead in the basketball now for Eureka. Sterling Spencer into the game. He has a pass that gets to Heffron. Left side to Blunier. A lot of new faces in for Eureka right now at the end of this first quarter. To Davis. In fact, the only man left from the starting lineup right now is Alex Britton. So they've gone 9 deep. 15 seconds to play. On the left wing, Heffron works it out top to Davis. Davis running the point. Bounce pass on the right side to Blunier with 7. Try to work down low. Ball stolen away by Ippinson with the steal. 4th turnover. Ippinson with it into the front court. He'll pull up for a 3 at the buzzer off the back iron. No good. And after a quarter, it's Eureka 12. Camp Point Central 6. Back with second quarter play-by-play after this.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Well, after one quarter, it's a 12-6 lead by Eureka. Panthers shooting a 2 of 9 cold outside. 1 of 4 from the arc, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Led in the first quarter, 3 points by Ippinson and a 3 by Cole Williams, and that's all their points. On the other side, 5 of 13 for the green-clad Eureka squad, 38%, 2 of 8 from the arc, 25%, and they have not shot a free throw. Panthers will have the basketball, trailing 12-6 as we get ready for the second round of 8 minutes here, second quarter action.
Panthers will send to the court Vance, Ippinson, Long, Nyson, and Williams. And countering is Eureka with Blunier. Also Davis, Heffron, Zimmerman, and the 5th man is Spencer. Ippinson with the basketball. Free throw line. Goes at Zimmerman. Drives in. Shot blocked, but I think the man on the other side actually got him in Spencer.
Yeah, I think the big guy might get called for this. Let's see.
You were saying?
That Spencer is called for the foul, I do believe. And it'll be his first. Team third. Ippinson to shoot a pair. 1 for 2 from there. First one up. Rolls off the front of the rim, and he's 1 for 3 now. He almost made the second one he shot. He almost made this one, but they both rolled off. Just didn't get the shooter's roll this time. He's short again, and the rebound comes off to the big man in Keegan Zimmerman, his first rebound of the day.
It's pretty uncharacteristic of Ippinson. Down on the block, Sterling Spencer works it off on the right side. Heffron. Heffron drives in. Little floater up, no good. Rebound fought for, and Vance grabs the board for Central.
His first.
He'll turn and take it into the front court. 7:27 to play in the half. Ball comes free to Williams. Kept it alive to Ippinson. Good hustle play to save from having a turnover by Williams. To Vance in the corner, and slow of foot that time was Blunier, and he's called for the foul.
His first. Team 5th, I do believe, or is that their 4th?
4th.
And with 7:21 left in the quarter, sit down Williams, bring back in Jones. Football field, that didn't happen much.
What, either one of them sit?
That's right.
Jones has it on the wing right side. Top of the key, Ippinson had the ball caught on the hip. Nice pass down low to Nyson, who lays it up and in.
Nyson's always ready for that pass.
Ippinson is underrated at 2 things, his passing ability and his defensive post play. He's really able to pick off a lot of passes. Now this ball tied up. It'll remain with Eureka on the alternating possession era. But a lot of people will try to throw that post entry pass, and Ippinson. Matt Martin also returning Britton. They sit down Davis and also Spencer take a chair.
Long and Vance were both on that one when they brought it down.
Zimmerman, turnaround shot, no good, but fouled by Ippenson.
That'll be his first, team third. 2 free throws by the big man. Can't replace 6'8". Zimmerman's a big one. He's got a back bucket on the day. His team leads 12-8, and in and out goes the first free throw on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 6:56 left in the half here at Western Hall. Second one up is good by Zimmerman. He's got 3 now, and his team leads 13-8. First points of the second quarter.
Jones has the ball in the front court, top of the key. Nyson, left side Long. Long will go baseline to Ippenson. He'll look for Jones. Ball was knocked out of bounds by Heffron. It will remain Central basketball and allow Brady Creel to check back in. Looks like he's okay after he rolled that ankle earlier.
Coach Barnett has been putting Ippenson at the free throw line and getting the pass in there and then working the middle, trying to get some fouls on some of the big guys.
Nyson with the ball out top to Jones. 6:38 to play in the second quarter. Creel, man, he looked like he was hurt pretty badly, but he's back out there now, and really not much of a limp to him at this point. Toughing it out for his team here. Works the ball on the left side to Ippenson. Ippenson will try the pass down low. Nyson, little floater up, no good. Rebound fought for and secured by Zimmerman.
How he got that pass in, I don't know, but Nyson just missed the bunny that
Martin
time.
throws it behind Blunier. He's not able to save it in, and a turnover by Eureka is their 5th. So a 5-point lead for Eureka and 5 turnovers, allowing Central an opportunity to cut it closer with 6:13 to play in the half. Jalen Vance playing the point. Works it to Long. Long off the screen from Nyson. Out top, Ippenson with the basketball. Trying to direct some traffic from the top of the key is the big man. Left side, Vance. Out front, Nyson gets a touch. Pass it off right side to Long. Long kind of got hit in the face. Now free throw line, Jones skips it across the key to Vance. He threw it to Nyson, who had already cut to the basket. And a turnover as the ball went sailing out of bounds. A turnover on the Panthers is their 3rd of the day.
One zig, one zag, ball went out of bounds. It's Eureka basketball with a 5-point lead and the ball on the offensive side.
Is that right? 3rd turnover? Or just
that is
second?
correct.
3rd. All right, 5:35 to play in the half. Pass down to the baseline, Britton. He'll work it out top. Now they swing it around to Creel. Lobs it up to Zimmerman. Turns and faces against Ippenson. Between those circles, it goes to Blunier. On the left side to Creel. Down low, and there's what we talked about earlier. Post defense by Ippenson.
6 turnovers.
He's just quick enough just to get around the man. A lot of guys want to try to body up and reach through. He just goes right around. That's why he doesn't get called for that foul. Ippenson gets it out front. On the right side to Vance. He'll throw the bounce top of the key to Nyson. Spots up for a 3. In and out, no good. Pretty good look, really. And the rebound down to Creel. 4:55 to play in the half. 13-8 advantage for Eureka. Here's a drive right to the lane. Shot put up no good by Martin. Tried to get a little too fancy. Rebound out to the Panthers, and Long's on the run into the front court. His pull-up is short. And the rebound is fought for, and Martin runs it down for Eureka. Both teams missed a pretty good opportunity to score there.
Eureka's just quicker to the ball right now.
Zimmerman shot fake. He got Nyson off of his feet, and they'll say Nyson touched that ball before it went out of bounds, so it will stay with Eureka. Sitting down, Blunier, and he'll bring Anderson back to the court. Long takes a chair for Central, and Cole Williams returns. Long that time on that fast break needed to get to the rim.
He'd have probably got fouled, maybe had a chance for an and one if he would have.
Yep. Can't be scared to go in and maybe get a charge because there's a lot of blocks called. Here's Creel on a drive-in. Shot put up no good, and he's hammered on the play by Nyson.
If Nyson just would have kept his hand up, I think it'd have been fine. But when he swung down, he got the foul called. And it's his first, team 4th. 2 free throws the other way. 1 for 2 on the day for Eureka. They lead 13-8 in the scoring drought. Not a lot different than last night's game in the number of points that are being scored. 4:20 left in the half. Tim saw me give myself a shower a minute ago. First one is up and off the rim, no good by Creel. He'll get another. I'll tell you what, he just about had to have a faith healer to get back there as quick as he did.
Peeing your pants is cool. Call me Miles Davis.
Second one up. Good as it rattles around and falls through, and Creel's got 4 on the day.
4:19 to play in the half. 14-8 is the advantage for Eureka. A 6-point lead. Ties their largest of the afternoon. Nyson, left wing Ippenson, takes a couple of bounces of the ball against Zimmerman. Back out front, Nyson.
It's 2 points each team in the quarter in the first 4 minutes.
Yep, halfway through this second quarter. Nyson, there's a pass. Look at that ball, how high it was tipped. Anderson and Nyson fight for it and running it down. Now it's Britton. He's full speed ahead into the front court. Pass down low. Nice job by Nyson to get back and knock it away. Camp Point Central does turn it over for the fourth time on the afternoon. But good hustle not to give up the layup.
Well, Nyson wasn't happy with himself. He got surprised by the jumping ability of the young man from Eureka. He fought back to try to get the ball back.
Anderson in the corner. They come to double him, and they'll have another ball tipped out of bounds, this time by Nyson.
Both teams very quick-handed, are they not?
On the baseline for the Hornets is Matt Martin to inbound it to Creel. Out top, Zimmerman throws it down low to Britton. Britton turnaround shot. Ooh, drew contact, no call. Last touched by Martin, and it will be Panther basketball. Length to the court to go.
3 Hornet teams you know of, 2 with green and 1 with blue. Nashville wears the blue, but Eureka and Brown County both wear the green and white. Remember the year in the regionals when we had the Hornets pictured in the regional? Only it was Nashville instead of Brown County. They didn't look anything like them.
Not at all. 3:35 to play in the half.
They were really tall.
That they were. Left wing with the basketball, Williams. He will go out top to Vance. Sets up. 3 ball on the way, too hard. Rebound fought for and pulled down by Britton. Into the front court comes Eureka. Right side, Martin fakes the 3, drives, travels.
7th turnover against Eureka. And that's keeping Central in the game. It's a 14-8 game. It was 12-6 at the end of the quarter. And to tell you that it looks more like last night's game than you can imagine, it's just telling you the truth.
Into the front court come the Panthers. Jones right side, 14-8 the lead. This is more, again, Camp Point Central style. Williams kicks it to Jones, right side. Free throw line, Ippenson down low. Found Nyson, nice catch, scored high for it. Out top, Ippenson for a 3, and he buries it from the top of the key.
Bingo for the big man. He's got 6.
14-11, 2:42 to play in the half. On the Trash Queen scoreboard, Davis has the basketball to Martin. Free throw line, Britton inside out to Zimmerman. 3, no good. Rebound down to Vance. Vance with his 3rd rebound of the day already, just hustling to grab the board for his squad.
And 2 steals.
2:20 to play in the half, 14-11 the lead for Eureka. Central has the basketball. Williams with it out front. Hands it to Vance, now left side, Jones gets a touch. He'll take a single bounce back to Williams. Looks down low, wasn't open this time, then Nyson. Right wing Vance to Williams. They're really pushing out the Panther offense, though, is Eureka here. Williams in the corner, Vance, under 2 to play. Vance drives, got his man off of his feet, shot up, banks it in.
His first 2 of the game. Pretty job by Jalen Vance, the senior.
Good little stretch of play by him right now, and he's almost caught the Hornets to trail by a point, 14-13. Little 5-0 run, 1:40 to play in the half. Eureka has sort of been settling for some threes here. Let's see if they try to work the ball inside. Left wing with it is Davis, looking down low to Zimmerman, backs in, gets under the rim, shot it up, no good. Rebound tipped around, and nice job. Zimmerman somehow got that one to go in.
Well, if you get over the top of the guy like that, you can pull that off. He's got 5.
On the tip in, makes it 16-13, 1:18 to play in the half.
Some might have thought he was over the back.
Into the front court, Williams drives the lane. Has it swiped away by Zimmerman, and then Williams called for the foul.
5th turnover, 2nd foul on Williams. And the 5th team foul.
Just the likelihood of when a team's playing help defense and the man-to-man that you're able to drive the lane through the middle. It's just not very high.
No, but when you get to that point, you might as well rise up and shoot as try to pass it 3 foot to another player with a guy with his hand in the middle.
Well, I guess they'll let all the subs get off the floor before they administer the ball.
Anybody else? Anybody else, Uncle Lewis? Anybody else?
1:09 to play in the half, 16-13 advantage for Eureka. Between the circles, Blanier is checked back in for the white and green squad of Eureka, the Hornets. To Britton, back out. They go to Davis. This is the same crew we saw right at about the end of the last quarter. The closers, evidently. Heffron out between the circles to Blanier. To Heffron right side. 40 ticks to play in the half.
It's really interesting.
Heffron's a freshman. He's 6 foot tall. And he threw a pass that was tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Eureka. 36.9 seconds to play. Martin going to come back in. Will he sit down Heffron? Yes, he will.
I guess that gives him a couple of minutes of a break, and these other guys are schooled to run that last second shot.
Matt Martin, is only a sophomore, so he sits down the freshman and Heffron, and they bring in the sophomore to play the point. Martin hands the ball off to Davis. Davis between the circles, Blunier. Blunier's only a sophomore as well. To Martin with 20 seconds to play in the half. Martin trying to get past Hayden Nyson. Gets the screen. Top of the key to Anderson. Blunier left side to Martin. Skip pass across. Finds Anderson to Davis. Offensive foul.
Turnover, number 8. Nice job by Ippinson.
Davis called for the charge with 8.2 seconds to play in the half.
His second 16 foul. What a job by Ippinson there, and it was important because if he doesn't get set, he'll have his second foul right before the half, and that's a difference maker.
Bance with the ball, full speed ahead with 5 across the half-court line. He's trying to catch up to the ball as it bounced away from him. Finds long free in the corner for a 3. Good luck, no good. And after the second quarter buzzer comes, it's a 16-13 advantage for the squad from Eureka. On top of Camp Point Central. We'll pause for a timeout here. We'll take a look at a halftime stats and more coming your way on Central Illinois Sports after this.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Geared Up is your local choice for custom apparel and awards. No matter the season, sport, or event, we've got the gear to make it a success. Ask us about our fundraising program, available to all schools, businesses, and community organizations. Check us out online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up, custom apparel, and awards.
As the year starts to come to an end and families enjoy more time indoors, Cascom realizes you need reliable internet, great television, and a reliable home phone service. So from now until the end of the year, Cascom will be offering an amazing deal on its triple play bundle services. Call today and get internet, Broadvision TV, and VoIP phone for only $99 a month for 6 full months. Call us today at 1-800-252-1799. No contracts or install fees. Some restrictions may apply.
Welcome back to the broadcast on Central Illinois Sports. A halftime lead for Eureka, 16-13 over the squad from Camp Point Central. It was 12-6 Eureka after one quarter, so actually Camp Point Central outscores the Hornets 7-4 in the second quarter to cut this down to a 3-point game at the half. Turnover situation 8 in the first half for Eureka, while Central has turned it over 5 times. We've had 3 lead changes in the ball game, and we were tied at one point. That was at 3 points apiece. Biggest of the contest for Central was a 3-point advantage, while Eureka has led by as many as 6 a couple of different times in the ball game. Fouling situation looks like this: 5 against the Central Panthers, 2 of those on Cole Williams, and then a single foul on Ippinson, Jones, and Nyson. For Eureka, 16 fouls, 2 on Martin, and then a single foul on Blunier, Britton, and Spencer in the first half of play. It's a halftime lead for Eureka over Camp Point Central, 16-13. We'll take a look at the rest of your halftime stats after this timeout.
When you're way out on the farm right in the middle of harvest, there's nobody watching. No audience, no crowd. The only bright lights beam from a combine. They're not pointing at you. All that's here is a field. It may not look like a place of glory, but there's still a winner. There's still a score. For many farmers who planted Golden Harvest seed this year, victory is about to set in. Contact Golden Harvest Seed Advisor Steve Farlow now for the seed to make every acre count. Golden Harvest and Steve Farlow are proud to help sponsor Central Panther football. At Country Financial, we know everyone's situation is unique, and we believe that even the biggest goals start with simple steps. So when it comes to protecting the things you love and planning for the future, don't get overwhelmed. Get started today with John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent in Camp Point, Illinois. That's John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent. Call 217-593-6819. John Hibbert, Country Financial, 217-593-6819. When you or your family are feeling under the weather, you can count on Illini Express in Pittsfield. Illini.
Their leading scorer was Zimmerman with 6 points. Brady Creel with 4. 3 points for Adam Anderson and 2 for Colby Blunier in the first half of play. But 9 of their 19 shots came from behind the three-point arc with the 6'8" man and Zimmerman shooting 7 total shots in the first half, 3 of them from behind the arc. Rebounding edge was held by Eureka, and it's pretty significant, 19-5 in the first half, including 8 offensive rebounds. Difference in this game right now, second chance opportunities for Eureka. They've outscored the Panthers 9-1 in that category. Although the Panthers forcing Eureka into those 8 turnovers in the first half of play, they hold an edge in the points off of turnovers by an 8-2 count. So Eureka wants to take better care of the basketball. Central wants to do a better job of limiting Eureka to a single shot on each possession. Either team shooting it extremely well, both around that 30% mark, and they both look to improve on that. Free throws were not shot well by either squad when they were shot, and Central again 1 of 4. Eureka 2 of 4 from the free throw line. It's a halftime lead of 16-13 for Eureka on top of Camp Point Central. Time out here, we'll talk about how the second half will go in this game and set the stage for it and get ready for play-by-play in the 73rd annual Macomb Western Holiday Basketball Tournament Championship Game semifinal on Central Illinois Sports.
When you or your family are feeling under the weather, you can count on Illini Express in Pittsfield. Illini Express is a walk-in clinic located on the south side of the Pittsfield Square and is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. $75 is the charge and can be billed to your insurance. Children must be at least 18 months old. Illini Express opens 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday and on major holidays 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Illini Express, a partner of Illini Community Hospital in Pittsfield. In farming, there are many important decisions that must be made in order to get the most profitability out of your investment. No decision is more important than selecting the best seed for your fields. Jansen Seed and Service in Golden is the place to go for all your channel seed needs. Doug Jansen has over 30 years experience as an independent seed dealer. Giving him the knowledge to select the right seed for your field, contact Jansen Seed and Services today, 217-696-4658 or 430-2865. Fellowship of Christian Athletes is an international and local organization that provides support for our athletes and coaches in the area. Small groups called huddles meet regularly in our schools and communities to build strong relationships. Todd Sweatman is our area director for Western Illinois. Todd is a longtime educator and coach and also serves as the chaplain at McMurray College. Julie Ross, area rep, is working with Adams and Brown County schools to support coaches and athletes. Jack Hull, longtime radio broadcaster and sports official, is serving with Julie and Todd throughout the Western Illinois region. We need your support as boosters, first in prayer and also with your financial monthly support. You can help us strengthen the huddles in your schools. Contact us at westernilfca.org to find out more and get our contact information. Won't you join us in lifting Jesus Christ up in our schools, athletes, coaches, and communities? Go to westernilfca.org or email me at jhull@fca.org. Get involved in FCA for your youth today.
16-13, the lead at the half for Eureka over Camp Point Central. This is a semifinal of this Macomb Holiday Basketball Tournament. The winner plays West Hancock at 9:30. The loser plays Monmouth Roseville at 8 o'clock in the third and fourth place affair. And Jack, look at the scores for Eureka's first 2 games in this tournament. Beyond the one that says results.
I'm getting there.
Yeah. They beat Illini West the first day. What was the score?
They won 70-32.
And then they beat Illini Bluffs yesterday. What was the score?
87-61.
Like they're going to have to work hard to get to 50 in this one.
They're going to have trouble getting to the amount that they gave up. Quite honestly, Illini West will have to double their score just to do that.
And for Central, again, this is more their style, low scoring. There's no secret they're not an extremely potent offensive team, but they do a pretty good job of playing defense. They forced Eureka into some turnovers, but they'll need to do a better job on the rebounding side.
James Barnett usually makes some adjustments at halftime, but the wise gentleman on the other side with over 600 wins, and Tim Meese will counter with some things of his own. But let's see what the Panthers decide to do. Original starting lineup for the Panthers come out: Williams, Jones, and Vance, along with Ippenson and Nyson. On the other side, we see Keegan Zimmerman, also Matt Martin, Adam Anderson in that lineup, along with Alex Britton. And the fifth
Brady
man
Creel
is Creel, who had the ankle problem earlier. I'm amazed how quickly he was able to come back. He looked really messed up.
Yep, good trainer here.
Remember when they tied him up there? That gave the Panthers the ball to start the third quarter. Ooh.
Williams with the basketball, free throw line. Ippenson fakes the ball handoff, now leaves it off to Jones. Top of the key, Nyson. Left wing, Williams gets a touch. Looking out top for Vance. Vance will dish it off to Jones. Free throw line, Ippenson. Turns and faces there, dribbles the ball off of his own foot. Ball tied up, it'll be a turnover as the possession arrow favors Eureka.
6 turnover of the ball game against the Panthers, 8 so far on Eureka. And the Panthers didn't want to start off that way. They wanted to start off getting this game a lot closer, but instead turn it over.
7:35 to play in the third. 16-13 Eureka the lead, and now the basketball as Matt Martin brings it up against a loose man of Central. Here's Britton, a wide open lane to the basket. He missed the shot. Ball tied up, and it'll be Panther basketball.
Yep, no rebound that time. You notice something else about this game? James Barnett on one knee in front of the scorer's bench, very quiet. Tim Meese on the other bench, very quiet. They've done their coaching in practice. They're going to coach here, but they're not going to be jumping up and down and acting a fool.
Vance with it on the wing, left side. 7:07 to play in the third. He'll look in the corner to Nyson, directs some traffic from that point. Gets it to Cole Williams. Williams crosses over, drives to Ippenson on the baseline. Now Nyson. Out between the circles, Jones. Over on the right side, Williams. In the corner, it goes to Vance as everybody gets a touch on this possession. Now a pass thrown, and Williams doesn't go after it. The man from Eureka does. And everybody kind of looks around to see if there was a tip, and it's going to be Eureka basketball, isn't it?
No, that ball was tipped.
It was not tipped.
It was definitely tipped.
Well, Williams didn't think it was tipped because he didn't go after it at all.
Turnover, number 7.
Inbounds pass comes to Zimmerman. He might have got away with steps there. Shot up no good. A rebound on the offensive side again by Matt Martin.
His fourth
offensive board. Skips it out to Creel. To Zimmerman on the baseline. Double team comes his way. He could still dribble if he wanted to. Now he's in some trouble. Throws out of it, and that's going to be over and back.
Turnover number 9. I'm not sure they were going to call that at first. They took a couple of steps. It was a slow whistle. But they did. 6:26 left third quarter. And a slow start for both teams.
This is Central style, though. It's not flashy. Some say, it's not fun to watch. But if you're winning the game, isn't that the fun part?
It's about the time Hayden Nyson started breaking to the basket and getting some layups.
Williams with it. Works it out top to Nyson.
A little tougher with this triangle or box and one they're playing right now.
Here's a drive by Nyson. Blocked out of bounds by Britton, who's a pretty solidly built young man.
Yeah, they were all over Ippenson, but nobody else was moving out of the paint.
Inbounds pass coming here. Coming free out front. Britton will tip it, and he'll get the steal. Britton on the breakaway into the front court. Looks back, left-hand layup, good. And Alex Britton has the swipe and the score. Makes it 18-13. 5:55 to play in the third.
His first 2 of the ball game and the 8th turnover on the Panthers, 3 in a row.
He's a little quicker and more athletic than he looks at the outset.
Kind of like me.
Yeah, no, not at all. Right side, Vance with the basketball. Out front to Ippenson. Drives the lane. Dishes down low. Nyson. Shot up no good. Foul. And 2 shots for Hayden Nyson.
Anderson will pick up the foul. His second, team first to the second half. Nyson to the free throw line. Panthers just 1 of 4 from there. 5:35 left third quarter. Trash Queen scoreboard tells us it's 18-13. Trash Queen. Charlie will tell you their number in just a moment, too. Nyson's first one. Up, in, out, back in again. Count it. Nyson now with 3 on the day. And it's 18-14.
Trash Queen, 320-4320. That's 320-4320 for all of your residential and commercial trash pickup needs.
Nyson says, let's make the second one on the swoosh, and it's an 18-15 game. He's got 4.
18-15. Jack was in second grade. 5:25 to play in the third.
Daniel Boone was a man.
Yeah. Were you and Abe Lincoln in school together? Here's Creel. Nice pass that time from Britton. And Britton making some things happen, finds the open man, and it's 20-15.
No, he was homeschooled.
Oh, that's true. 5:11 to play in the third. Out front with the basketball, Nyson over on the left side, Vance. Between the circles, Nyson on the right side, Williams. Williams will penetrate now through a pass that was wide, but a nice catch by Jones to save that from being a turnover. Jones gives it off to Nyson, who never gets in a real big hurry with anything. To Jones on the wing. Out top, Vance turns down the 3. Now tries the drive in. Little floater up. Tough shot, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touched by Zimmerman. And it will be Camp Point Central basketball.
Hippenson kind of got sandwiched between the two of them there. Vance was a little out of control.
Ippenson to inbound. Gets it to Vance. When you're Vance's side, you're not going to drive in the middle much in this game. Here's Jones for a 3. It's too hard. And the rebound pulled in by Zimmerman. He wants to dribble it himself into the front court. Drives past in, and the shot is up, no good. Fouled on the floor by one of the Panthers.
Nyson or Vance. Let's see who they call it on. Nyson picks up the foul. His second, team first to the second half.
Hughes going to check back in along with Long. Williams takes a chair, and also sitting down will be Nyson.
Hughes comes in and gives them some minutes for the 2 post guys to get a little bit of a break.
On the other side, we see Austin Davis has returned. Martin with the ball on the wing. Dishes it off to Zimmerman. Drives in. Head down. Chop it up. No good. Rebound. Britton and Nyson were tied up. It will be Eureka basketball.
The pair of 34s. Alex Britton, Lane Ippenson.
I thought Ippenson might have been over the back of Britton, but I also thought Zimmerman was over the back
I thought
of
Ippenson. I thought Zimmerman started all that. Oh, that's a travel.
Now they tie him up again, and this time a turnover. Long ties up Britton.
10th turnover of the ball game, and I mean nothing in disrespect, but I haven't seen this many jump balls since I used to do the Beardstown Lady Tigers Classic.
4:17 to play in the third. Vance bounce pass right side to Jones. Top of the key, Hughes. Works it over on the left wing to Long. Top of the key, Ippenson. He'll pass it off on the wing to Vance. Looks for an opening there. Gets it to Hughes. Top of the key, 3. No good. Rebound, Ippenson went down hard. And the ball now knocked loose in the backcourt. Martin runs it down into a double team. And a foul going to be called on Long.
Long will pick up the foul. His first. Team second. Ippenson was a hand away. Hughes has shot that top of the key shot, and I know he makes it in some games, but I have yet to see him make a 3. I hope I get to see him make 4 or 5 of them today. 2015 Eureka, 3:53 left third quarter, and they're threatening to open this up to a 7 or 8 point lead.
Here's a little give and go. Britton swoops underneath and scores.
He's got 4 on the day.
Yeah, he's been a little bit of a difference maker in the second half. 7-point advantage, largest of the contest, with 3:33 to play in the third on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Hughes with it high above his head. He'll work it over on the left side to Vance. Vance crosses over, drives in. Pull-up shot off the glass too hard. Rebound down to Eureka's Anderson.
The rebounding advantage by Eureka is building now.
Here's Zimmerman, drives in. Scoop shot up, no good. A rebound pulled in by Ippenson.
His first defensive board of the day.
Zimmerman's a scorer, not a lot of points in this game. Scored 35 in the win yesterday, or should say the day before. Here's Hughes, 3, in and out, no good. Good look. Almost had it go down, and the rebound pulled in by Eureka.
Who was that, Martin?
That was Davis, actually, with the rebound. Right side, here's a three. Anderson goes begging. Put back up by Britton, no good, but he's fouled.
Ippinson going to pick that one up. His second, team third. Free throws to be shot the other way by Alex Britton. He's got 4 points, has not shot a free throw yet. His first of the day is up and short. The score is 22-15. Nyson in, Ippinson down, Vance down, Williams back in. Different lineup than we've seen for the Panthers at any other time today right now. Threatening to go up by 8. Free throw in and out, no good. Rebound Nyson, and the free throws are still not good for either team. 2 of 6 and 3 of 6 today.
Long with the ball into the front court for the Panthers. Hands it off to Williams. Down by 7 with 2:30 to play in the third. Long with it out top, Hughes. Hughes on the right wing finds Williams. Williams will be patient with the ball there, puts it on the floor a couple of times, works it back to the top of the key, drives middle, ball was kicked, not called. Loose, and diving for the loose ball was Williams, and he'll be called for the foul.
Why no kicking violation that time, I wonder? Williams will pick up the foul. That'll be his third, team fourth. There is something now where if it's not intentional, I guess, maybe they just think it was passed off his foot. Hughes and Williams sit down. Ippinson and Vance after a very short break back in. 2:19 left third quarter. 22-15. And shooting for their biggest lead of the game right now is Eureka's Hornets. They're wanting to play West Hancock at 9:30. Panthers are going to need to start making some threes if they're going to come back in this one.
Here is Blanier with the basketball. 2:03 to play in the third. 22-15 advantage for Eureka. Trying to add to it here. Britton, who's had a big third quarter in a lot of different ways. He's patient with the ball. Finds Blanier. Drives. Kicks it right inside Davis. Davis dribble drive inside. Blocked by Ippinson. A rebound down to Nyson.
His second.
Outlet pass to Vance. Panthers on the trot into the front court. Nyson with it high above his head. Works left side to Long. Down low. Ball knocked away and run down in the corner by Ippinson. He'll throw it out front to Vance. 1:34 to play in the third. Dribble drive inside down to Ippinson. Trying to go up under. Reverse layup is no good. Rebound. Nyson puts it back up and in.
Nyson's got 6.
And he makes it a 22-17 ball game with 1:20 to play in the third. Heffron with the ball on the wing left side.
Tim Meese off the bench now.
Shouting out some instructions with the kids who are the closers for his squad. These guys have been in at the end of every quarter so far. Between the circles, Blanier. He'll work it out top to Davis. Between the circles, it goes to Anderson. Out top, Heffron now. To Britton. Between the circles, back to Blanier as they run a little offense and take a little time off the clock here with 50 seconds to play in the third. Up by 5 is Eureka. Tim Meese doesn't mind this style at all. This is more like his usual teams. Low scoring, good defense, although they haven't played much zone today, which is strange. Britton now has to put it on the floor. That's Anderson to Blanier with 30 seconds to play in this third quarter. Out front, Heffron. Heffron spins away from his man, and a foul going to be called on the reach, I do believe, by Long.
Long will pick up the foul. His second. Team fifth. So they'll put the size back in for the last 26 seconds. The big man in Keegan Zimmerman. Ippinson playing with a couple of fouls. He doesn't want to pick up a third one right now.
Inbounds coming. They'll work it in the corner to Creel. Out top, Heffron. Ball stolen away by Long. Long picks it off. He's into the front court. Layup is up, no good. Rebound down to Vance. Vance fakes, puts it back up, missed the layup, and the Panthers missed 2 opportunities at layups, and now a reach and foul in the backcourt on Vance.
Tell you what, when I was a kid, way back in the Stone Ages, if you slapped the backboard on a layup, they called that goaltending, and that just happened.
Yes, it did.
No goaltending, because it will move the backboard, the rim, and everything, and that ball was going up when it happened, and I thought they should have called goaltending there. But I don't get to pick.
8 seconds to play in this third quarter. Zimmerman out top, Anderson, left side over to Martin, top of the key, Creel, puts it on the floor, rises, shoots, and scores as the third quarter buzzer sounds, and after 3, it's a 24-17 lead for Eureka over Camp Point Central. Back with fourth quarter play-by-play after this.
Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
6 of 27 are the Panthers. They trail by 7, 24-17. 6 of 27, 22%. 2 of 11 from the arc, 18%. They need to get somebody that can make a 3 and 3 of 6 in the free throw line. 10 of 29 is Eureka. That is sitting at 34.5%. 20% from the three-point lane and 2 out of 6. Which is 33% from the free throw line. Shooting, not good. Defense, I know, playing well. Eureka with a 19-5 rebounding edge to start the second half, and they build on that in the third quarter.
And they will get the basketball to start the final quarter of play. Will Eureka's Keegan Zimmerman to Blanier. And again, they're in an offense that they're trying to run a little clock here, see if they can't get a backdoor cut.
Well, you're up by 7. You don't need to be in a hurry.
Zimmerman with it. 6 fouls here in the second half against Central. 1 called against Eureka, 7:30 to play. So the Panthers may have to look at putting Eureka at the free throw line. Here's Creel, drives the lane as he got past his man, shot up no good, rebound fought for long, could not control it, and Eureka will maintain here.
Creel was very aggressive after the missed shot, knocked the ball away from Ippinson. Long just needed to grab it. It was right out there in front of him, and it just wouldn't stop.
Inbounds pass coming here. They get it into Zimmerman on the baseline with Nyson bodying up on him. Zimmerman trying to go to work, turns, shoots, spins, shot no good. A rebound on the play down to Ippinson.
His third.
He'll hand it off to Vance. Panthers down by 7 with 7:07 to play. Ippinson with the ball to Cole Williams. Fakes the pass, looks back door. Now free throw line to Ippinson. Turns, denied there by the 6'8 Zimmerman. Out top, Ippinson gets it now to Williams. Williams looks for an opening. Gets the screen and a foul called. Running through the screen that time was Matt Martin.
Yep, Martin's going to pick up the foul. That'll be his first, team second. And I'm going to tell you what, when Ippinson and Nyson set picks, it looks like the good old days when people set picks. He set a good one. Martin didn't recognize it, and it kind of shook the old teeth loose a little bit.
Lob pass into Nyson, has to come down with it, puts up a shot too hard, rebound down to Ippinson. He'll kick it out to Vance for a 3, no good. And no second chance opportunity to fall this time. As Creel got the board and kicks it off to Martin. 6:38 to play, 24-17. Eureka on top. Central can't buy a shot from the outside.
Nope, not right now.
What are they shooting from 3?
2 of 12, and Ippinson made one of those 2.
Again, Eureka spreads the floor. They'll run a little clock here.
Williams made the first 3 on the first 3 points they had of the ballgame when they led 3-0, in fact, Charlie.
First shot of the game.
How long ago was that? Forever?
A long time ago now. 6:10 to play. 24-17, the advantage for Eureka. And they've got the basketball. Here's a drive in. Nice dish down low. Britton, the recipient. Shot no good. But guess who has another offensive rebound? Matt Martin.
5 offensive rebounds for the little guy.
He's 5'10". Just a sophomore, but he's scrapping it out there right now for Eureka.
Nose for the ball.
Here's the ball knocked away by Vance now. He goes into the scorer's table. And they'll say it was last touched by Creel.
He knocked it off of Creel's ankle. 12th turnover against Eureka. Panthers have turned it over 9 times, 4 in the second half. Eureka 4 times in the second half. So 8 turnovers between the 2 teams.
Vance took a chance that time, and it paid off.
He's got quick hands.
24-17, Central needs a score here. Right side Williams. Works it out top. Long for the 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Britton. Panthers just can't get those long shots to fall right now.
4 boards for Britton on the day. 2 on each end.
2 for 13 from 3. Left side with it is Blanier. Down low Britton. Spins to his right. Puts up a shot, tried to muscle it in, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in.
Who made that?
Britton. 6 points for him.
Yep.
All in the second half. His team leads by 9 now, largest lead of the game with 5 minutes to play. Drive to the basket by Vance. Caught in the lane. Has to kind of throw one toward the rim. No good. Rebound fought for, and a foul going to be whistled against Jalen Vance. They'll shoot 1 and 1.
His second, team 7th. Free throws the other way. 2 of 6 is Eureka. They'll want to get better than that if they're going to be able to make anything happen. Yeah, they might have. Into the ball game comes Austin Davis. Sitting down is Brady Creel. Just 11 kids dressed for Eureka. Martin to the free throw line. First one is up, and he finds the mark. Martin's done a lot of things other than score. He's got 3 points. He's got 6 rebounds, 5 on the offensive side, 9 offensive rebounds total for his team. They now lead by 10, make it 11. Biggest lead right now.
4:50 to play. Into the front court with it is Nyson. Right side long. 3-point shot. No good again. Rebound Britton for Eureka.
His 5th.
Gets the ball to Blanier. Blanier will clear the ball to Martin. Martin will walk it across. No reason for Eureka to be in a hurry. Up by 11 with 4:30 to play. Up by 11, they've held the other team to 17. Here's a drive by Martin. Layup no good. Britton tip up won't fall. Rebound down to Ippenson for Central. To Vance. Quickly into the front court long. He'll attack down low. Shot put up no good. Rebound fought for and pulled in by Davis for Eureka. Vance knocks it away and out of bounds.
Panthers are not having any luck making threes. Here comes Clampett into the game. Maybe he's a solution maker. Williams sits down. Vance sits down, and Jones back in. Jones can hit the 3 too. But somebody's got to make a shot, and they've got to make some more stops. Really, the Panthers are doing what they needed to do on deep. Oh, that man might have traveled.
Twice. Davis, Martin, still in the backcourt, throws a long pass across the top of things to Blanier. 4:05 to play, 28-17, the lead for Eureka. Blanier has it on the wing right side. Out between the circles to Martin. Martin patient with it there. I like this young man. Just a sophomore is Martin. He'll pass it off to Davis. In the corner, it goes to Blanier. Back to Davis. Now Martin. 3:47 to play. 28-17. Eureka on top. A low-scoring game, but neither one of these teams mind playing that way. Eureka has shown the ability to score a lot more, though, obviously. Here's a drive. Martin down low finds Davis, who lays it up and in.
His first 2.
They just kind of dissect the defense.
13-point lead, biggest of the game. Panthers got to have a sense of urgency with 3:20 left.
Jones with it, 3:18 to play. Out top, Nyson. Over on the wing, it goes to Long. Between the circles, Ippenson. Down low, Nyson. Shot put up, missed another layup, and the Panthers have missed, I'm going to guess, 6 shots from about 3 foot and in.
Anderson with his third rebound, and Nyson just hardly ever misses those. Part of that's Eureka playing defense down there and altering the shot.
2:50 to play. 30-17 the lead for Eureka. On the right side is Davis. Out top, ball knocked away. Nyson's going to get the steal. He'll drive in. Layup is up, and he missed it. Rebound, Ippenson. He'll put it back up, and it goes in and out. No good. And Anderson and Ippenson then tied up. It'll be Central ball. I mean, that's just how it's gone for Central today, though. 2 point-blank shots with 2 guys that have made more layups in their career than they can remember.
James Barnett's going to call a timeout. He's going to send one of the assistant coaches out with a can opener and try to open up that lid on that bucket.
Crazy, though. They really have had some good looks today, but what are they shooting from the floor?
They are 6 of 35.
And 2 of 14 from 3.
2 of 14 from 3 and 3 of 6 from the free throw line. And when you take a look at 6 of 35, 17%, and that's probably a half a dozen layups or more that have not went down today. And those 2 were point blank. I mean, Nyson got the steal, caused the turnover, the 13th against the squad from Eureka. So it's not like they've been real clean on that. Eureka's just 12 of 36, 33%, 2 of 10 from the three-point line, but they've gotten a few down low to fall. Both teams have made it very difficult for the other one to just make a simple layup, but the Panthers just have not been able to complete, and that's their 2 big guys who haven't been able to make it happen. And then the fact that you had 10 offensive rebounds for Eureka and points off of that, is the difference in the game.
Central in the second half is 1 of 18 shooting. They were 5 for 17 at the half.
That's not characteristic of this team, who has a win over West Hancock and Monmouth Roseville so far this season.
Ippinson inbounds to Vance. He'll work it to the top of the key. Jones, left side three ball is blocked, and the rebound comes down on the play to Martin for Eureka. Off to Britton. Britton looks inside, now throws it back out to Martin. 2:22 to play, 30-17 the lead for Eureka.
You know, you were talking about Eureka struggling up until this season. Maybe the Martin boys are the difference.
Well, they've been playing these kids since they were pretty young. Now here's a turnover as Ippinson gets the steal and then is fouled.
14th on Eureka. Ippinson will see the Panthers have the ball out of bounds. And Martin picks up his second foul, but he's got 7 boards on the day, just 4 points, but he's really done a lot of things right for his squad. He'll make Tim Meese want to keep coaching for a while.
That's right. Vance out top, Ippinson. Right side, Jones. Back to Ippinson. Fakes the three. Now he'll fire one from there. It's good.
He's 2 for 2 from there. He needs to shoot more from there, I guess. 30, he's got 9.
Yep, 30-20 with 1:57 to play. And he's had some looks from there, and the 2 that he shot, both have gone nothing but net.
Probably ridiculous, but, you know, if the Panthers make the 3, 10 points is not much, especially in a 30-20 game, but they're going to have to score half as many as they've scored in the whole game in the next minute and 57 just to catch the team they're behind. Right now it looks like they're going to be the 8 o'clock game with 9:30 of Eureka and West Hancock, and that's kind of how the ratings were, was that not? Yeah, Rock Ridge was 4th, and they didn't come through, and Farmington was 3rd.
And Eureka's the 2nd seed.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, the
people that make the things,
right.
When they don't put Macomb in there, they usually are right.
Macomb is
struggling right now, but they got a win
2 of this tournament.
I didn't think they'd get that win this morning against Lewiston. They did.
Yeah. Into the front court, a foul called on Clampett.
Little Jed has a foul, his first, teammate. And free throws to be shot the other way, and that's going to be by Trevor Heffron, who hasn't been at the free throw line yet. This 2 of 6 is this squad. Ippinson back in, Clampett sits down. The original starters minus Eric Jones with Long in there. Heffron's first is up, and boy, when you put those guys in, play these roles, and they make their free throws, the coach looks like a genius. 31-20, 1:52 left. Second one up, also good by Heffron. Now 4 of 8 on the day.
1:45 to play. Vance looks for a pass. It wasn't there, and a turnover, and then a foul on Nyson. 1:41 left, 32-20. The lead for Eureka, and they're headed to the other end to shoot some more free throws.
Nyson with his 3rd, 9th team foul. And, you know, once again, though, James Barnett is there coaching, dissecting what's going on. He knows he's got a lot of season left. They'll be in the Winchester tournament a week from now. Blanier, who's got 2 points in the day, adds a 3rd from the free throw line. And the hits just keep on coming. 33-20 in favor of Eureka. Ties their biggest lead. Second one up is also good. Now they're 6 for 10 from there.
34-20, 1:37 to play. Williams to Vance left side. Spots up for a 3 on the way. It's good. And another timeout. 34-23 with 1:32 left, but this might be too little too late for the Panthers.
Was that Cole that shot that?
No, it was Vance.
Vance. Yeah. His first 3 of the day. And who made the 2 free throws on the other end?
Lanier.
Yeah, I marked the first one and couldn't find him after that. 34-23, 11-point difference, 1:32 left.
Timeout, and there's 2 left, I do believe, for Central in the game now.
5 o'clock game tonight, Consolation Championship. The host school, Macomb, will be in that one. They'll take on Abington Avon, and if Abington plays like they did today, they'll have a good game. Jacksonville will play for the 2nd year in a row for the 5th and 6th place trophy. They won it a year ago. They'll play number 3 Farmington. They won the consolation. Oh, the consolation last year. They're moving up in the world. Monmouth Roseville will play the loser of this game at 8 o'clock. It appears at this time to be Camp Point Central, and the championship at 9:30, West Hancock. And it looks to be Eureka, and I will promise you that I will be nestled in my bed when that one starts.
1:32 to play in this one. Inbounds pass comes in to Heffron in the backcourt. He'll work it across to Martin. Martin across to Heffron. 1:25 to play. In the corner, Blunier, and he's fouled by Clampett, and they'll call him for an intentional foul.
Seriously. Now, how is that an intentional foul? I mean, he fouled him. He came up and bumped him, but how did he call an intentional foul on that play? That makes no sense at all. 1:25 left. First one's up and good, and I'm glad that Blunier is fine. He's got 5. Clampett came up and hit him with the body. He intentionally fouled him with his belly button. You can see it on the video and know that was not an intentional foul. I guess he's going to make sure that it doesn't get out of hand, but quite honestly, you just changed everything with that call. 36-23. I'm not a referee. Don't want to be a referee, but don't make stuff up.
Inbounds comes in, and
Is that intentional?
foul going to be called on Williams.
Cole will foul out of the game. Same man made the call. This time he didn't. You know, the man's already coming in and he says 5 fouls. He's a little slow on that one. Martin to the free throw line. 9 of 13 is the squad now. Make them 10 of 14. Martin on the day has 5 and 1 bucket, 3 free throws. He'll get a chance at another, and he makes it. This is a team that was really average from the free throw line. Now they're 11 for 15.
And the lead is 15.
38-23.
With 1:20 to play. Into the front court comes Long. And a foul called on Eureka.
He'll call that on Heffron, I do believe. That man's got a new whistle, and he's going to use
I was
it.
going to ask if he was getting paid by the tweet.
That's not true. They call him Blunier on the PA system, his second. So what do I know?
Here's Ippenson. Turnaround shot too hard. Rebound pulled down by Anderson. 1:10 to play.
Anderson's got 4 boards on the day.
Martin gets the ball across to Heffron. Heffron trying to dribble away from the double team. Ball knocked loose, but run down by Martin. And he's bumped in, fouled by Jones with a minute left.
Jones will foul him, his second. Double bonus situation, now 11 for 15. And you don't want to foul anybody out there right now because they're all making their free throws. 4 in a row made, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row made by Martin. I jinxed him, he missed one. 11 of 16 now, so Martin will shoot another. Panthers are going to clear the bench, but one of the guys is going to have to take his warm-up off before he comes in. Blake Eiler coming into the game with Hughes. Also into the contest comes Dominic Williams. Thank you, Tim. Blake Eiler, probably both the Williams boys. Garrett Williams. Second one up by Martin is good. He's got 7. Martin will sit down. Into the ball game comes Aiden Sears. 39-23, and the Panthers have scored 6 in the quarter, and they've given up 15.
55 ticks left. Eiler with it out top. Works a pass that's stolen away by Heffron. Heffron will take it the length of the court and make the layup. 41-23 with 45 seconds to play. Clampett will bring the basketball toward the front court for the Panthers. Works it out top, Eiler, and on the left side, Williams.
Kind of looks like the Panthers in the 3rd and 4th place game last year, just nothing went right.
Clampett drives the lane. Left-hand runner-up is no good. Rebound, Eiler. His put back won't fall. Rebound again to Clampett. He'll drive in. Shot up no good, but he's fouled and he'll shoot a pair.
That's on Sears. It will not be an intentional foul. It's a shooting foul. Oh, Blunier they call again. What do I know? Who we got shooting these? Clampett. First one is up and good. 41-24. Clampett with his first points of the day. Second one up, also good. He's got 2, and it's 41-25.
The Waverly tournament, Auburn beats West Central 59-58.
Wow.
2 losses in a row for the Cougars.
Have to regroup before the Winchester tournament where they got knocked off in the first round by Western a year ago.
10 seconds to play in this one. 41-25 going to be the final. As Eureka going to play for the championship tonight against West Hancock. The Panthers will play, well, here's now Sterling Silver going to make a shot at the buzzer. It's good. 43-25 the final score. The Panthers will play in the 3rd and 4th place game at 8 o'clock tonight. We'll take a break here. We'll wrap up the broadcast from the 73rd Annual Macomb Western Holiday Basketball Tournament after this.
Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, a branch of United Community Bank, wants to be your bank. Their friendly and helpful staff enjoys working with customers to give them the best banking experience possible. They're a full-service bank offering savings, checking, CDs, IRAs, and now offering mobile banking where you can bank from your smartphone. They can handle all your borrowing needs, whether it's home, auto, commercial, or agricultural loans. Contact Farmers State Bank at 217-593-7756. We want to be your bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Central Illinois Sports. Final in this one, a 43-25 win for Eureka in a game that was a 3-point game at the halftime break, 7 after 3 quarters, and Eureka then outscores the Panthers big time in the 4th quarter, 19-8 in that final quarter to win this one going away. And they'll play in the championship game against West Hancock tonight at 9:30.
That is true. The Panthers will drop their first loss in a while. Now they're going to be 9-4, I do believe. Or are they 8-4?
8-4, I do believe.
8-4. And so at that stage of the game, you got to look at things and think, well, the Panthers play a week from now. I don't know if they've got any games during the week before the Winchester tournament. Probably do. But the Panthers were 9-41. That was their problem. 21.9%, 5 of 16 from the arc, 31.5%, 5 of 9 from the free throw line, 55.6%. Lane Ibbotson with 9. I'd like to see him on the all-tournament team. Hayden Nyson with 6, 5 for Jalen Vance, 2 for Peyton Clampett in a reserve role. Cole Williams hit a 3 at the beginning of the game, his only points of the ball game. On the other side, 7 points for Matt Martin. He also had 7 offensive boards. Brady Creel with 8 points, 6 from Cody Blanier. Also 5 points from Keegan Zimmerman, 4 from Trevor Heffron. Also 6 from Alex Britton. And 2 points from Sterling Spencer. Nobody in double figures, and they win it that way. That's pretty good.
You know, if you'd have told me before the game that the Panthers were going to hold Keegan Zimmerman to just 5 points, I would tell you they had a pretty good shot to win this one. But I think we just saw how well-rounded this Eureka team can be. They didn't shoot the 3 well, just 2 for 9. And in the second half of play, they only actually even attempted, just 2 3-pointers in the second half?
Yep. And, here's my thing when you look at the matchup tonight. Eureka's looked better than West Hancock probably up till now, but West Hancock just saw what happens when you play defense against them, and you will not see Drake Hamill miss that many layups, nor the Dorothy boy, I don't believe.
No, and I think the other thing we'll have to think about is Reno Pinkston got a chance to watch this game. He didn't need to scout Camp Point Central. He's already played them once.
Right.
So, he had a full game to scout Eureka. And
he's kind of dangerous when he does.
He's pretty good. They'll look to win their second in a row here.
Even though they'd never won one before. So
second tournament in a row at Macomb if they're able to win it later on tonight. That's going to wrap up our coverage here from the Macomb Holiday Basketball Tournament. We'll not be here for the 8 o'clock game. The Panthers will play at 8 o'clock, and you can follow along with that on holidaybasketball.com, the official site for the tournament here. And then that 9:30 game, West Hancock will play against Eureka in the championship.
I want to remind you on January 13th right here at WIU in their grand ballroom, Ricky Horton will be our keynote speaker for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Hometown Banquet. If you would like to have a table at that, they're free. like to have tables of 8, please go to westernilfca.org. That's westernilfca.org. Or contact me at 217-473-5151 or jhull@fca.org. We'd love to have you sign up. We need you to sign up. January 13th on a Sunday at 1:15, Ricky Horton will be the keynote speaker. It's a free lunch and a banquet, and we'd love to have you come there. Consolation tonight, Abington and Macomb at 5 o'clock. At 6:30, Jacksonville and Farmington for 5th and 6th place. Monmouth, Roseville, and Central at 8 o'clock. And the championship, West Hancock will take on Eureka. Charlie, been a fun one. Been at this Macomb tournament a lot of years, and another one wrapped up for us.
Another one in the books, that's right. We'll have the Winchester tournament for you next week, as well as some games throughout the week. Stay with us here on Central Illinois Sports.
Love to see you do some advertising, folks. Give us a call and let us know. That's going to wrap it up from Western Hall.